apparently today, Nick was convicted of what, 3 or 4 driving offenses today? Now, I knew about this one, and I thought there was a second one. Like, he got a couple of violations in close succession. So this might not be the only one we hear about in the next week or two. Nick has been driving one of his vehicles, I can't remember which one, with old tabs, not carrying with him proof of insurance, and he hasn't been carrying with his driver's license. So he got busted doing 95 in a 70. Yeah. And he doesn't respond to any of the tickets. He doesn't go to court. He just kind of like he did with April's ticket. He just kind of lets it sit there and fucks off and doesn't do anything about it. And so they just file him as misdemeanors or whatever, traffic offenses. And then he gets convicted of them and they slap him with fines and penalties and they put it on his record. Well, he had like 3 or 4 different offenses on this one, and they just all registered as guilty this morning. So we didn't have tabs for 2024. He had expired insurance, and he was driving 96 in a 70 when he was stopped. They clocked him at 96 at a 70. So you can't do that, obviously, but he never responded to anything, so they put it all on his record. I thought this was a perfect encapsulation of his attitude and his inability to think, his inability to rationalize, his inability to make a responsible adult decision, and just lash out at anyone he perceives as against them. Visibly fast, WB 94, westbound 94, in left lane, originally vehicle came up behind me near mile marker 171, traveling above speed limit. I exited off at 171 and then got back on behind vehicle, followed until mile marker 165. Over those 6 miles, vehicle was speeding constant front and same direction, 83 in a 70, most of the time just past 15 bridge, and sped up front, same direction, 96 in a 70, locked 93, passing vehicle when stopped. Okay, so we'll get to that part. So people were guessing, westbound 94, where was he driving? My theory is, you don't drive westbound 94 to get to Spicer from our house or to get to our house from Spicer. You don't take 94. You take 23. My guess is he was coming from the cities, and I do know that where he picked up his supply of drugs was in the cities, was in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. We went out for lunch one time in Minneapolis, and Nick had to go see a client. Did he have to go see a client, or did he have to reload? I don't know, but he left lunch. He left Kayla, April, and I at lunch for like a half hour, and he went off, and he did something, and he came back. Who am I to know? Well, if he's going westbound on 94, that sounds like the way back home. So he's probably heading back from that, and he gets caught doing the 96 and a 70. So he goes to the window, and Nick would not roll down his window when asked, expired insurance, 723 displayed tabs, been stopped and warned for many of these violations before. Upset when given citation, driver said to me. So Nick finally does roll down the window. He gets a citation, and the little fucking baby yells at the cop, "You are absolutely bullshit lying. Fuck off." Drifted over fog yellow line in left lane multiple times too, the cop wrote, just to kind of stick it in a little further. But that, knowing Nick like I do, I can absolutely picture him doing that. Caught dead to rights. Where else have you seen Nick caught dead to rights, doing something illegal, doing something wrong, and he just sits there, bald-faced in front of the world and goes, what's the quote? "You are absolutely bullshit lying. Fuck off." Sounds familiar, doesn't it? In the face of mounting evidence showing that you fucked up and you should probably take responsibility, throw a temper tantrum. Bravo. Bravo. You know what? Keep going, King. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. I mean, really. I would keep doing live streams. I would keep taunting the government. I would keep throwing your baby tantrums. I think you're doing perfect. I don't know If you have an attorney who's telling you otherwise, I mean, that guy's got to go because he doesn't know what he's talking about. You're fucking killing it, kid. You're doing great. Somebody pretending to be Rekieta Law says, if you had any balls, you would stand up to authority. There's a difference between standing up to authorities. I do like when people pretend to be other channels, though. That is funny. If there's a difference between standing up to authority and throwing baby fucking temper tantrums at a moment where you can't win. Oh. By the way, funeral director with $2 says fast cars and drugs, rockstar punk life, respect. Well, yeah, but rockstar punks don't go, you're fucking lying, fuck off, you're a bullshit liar. The rockstar thing to do is just go, all right, yeah, fucking ticket, whatever, I wipe my ass with these, that's cool. There you go, you pay the ticket, and you just keep driving like a fucking asshole. That's what you do.